Hello. Welcome back to my channel. For those who are online, thanks for joining. Yes, so today we are going to continue writing some tests and we uh, hope we can at least resolve the blocker, if not write many test cases. So before that, I would like to uh, announce that Laravel Pune meetup is happening on 26th of April. So if you are in Pune, please do come, and I will update this page as well, where I will be listing Pune April chapter. So let's meet, and venue is still to be announced, but I am hoping that it will be announced. It will be around Kalyani Nagar. So yes, all right. Today we are going to write tests for this page. So first, yesterday, to summarize, yesterday where I was blocked at, where I am still blocked at, is I can't do the basic testing of this page, a render testing, whether this page has actually rendered or not. This is a Livewire component and I am unable to test that. Why I am unable to test that is because the test is failing, giving us the error saying that Livewire only supports one HTML per component, multiple root elements detected for component how to. Now this is the problem. So yesterday I was just trying to understand, okay, how multiple root elements are getting picked, but I didn't deep dive into it because it's too late. Even right now it's too late, and yesterday also it was too late, so I skipped that. Now I will start with a fresh mind and hopefully resolve this error. All right. I see there are two viewers. Hey, hi Punyapal, thanks for joining. Yeah, Punyapal, even you can help, and I know there is a minute or 2 minute gap, but we'll figure it out. And this time it's not reverse side, otherwise I would have sent you a link and probably you could have joined directly, but this time I am on StreamYard, so I'm not sure how to invite you. Let's see, let's try to resolve it. This is how to blade.php, and the test for now I am writing inside unit, and there is how to test test renders how to test component. This is basic volt test the how to page component, and assert see how to play exists. So how to play should match this, and it should pass, of course, but it isn't passing because it is giving this error. Now let's try to search a bit. So before searching, I am thinking that is it because of this volt and folio things are getting complex. First let me do first let's remove the folio. So what I will do is I will create a collab cam. I see a chat from Punyapal. He's asking collab cam, but we'll have to set it up. I am not sure how. Like, we will have to try first. Do you want to try now? I think it will get boring for the others who are waiting. So collab cam. Nope, I don't see collab cam in the source, so I will pass it for now. I recollect we were doing something, but I have completely forgotten, so we'll have to start from scratch, so ignore that. So what I am planning to do is folio. I will remove one layer of folio. We'll do the basic testing with Volt. So let's do php artisan make Volt, and I need a, is there a class variant like this? So the one in the Livewire, so there is a class, this is the class variant I believe. Okay, and let's move everything from here to here. Now so the name, title, how to, pages, this, is this still required? I think no, right? Because when we remove, hey, don't do that, Punipal. Not to remove a folio. We will have to elaborate, Punyapal, because as you know there is a too much of gap. Let's wait for him to reply also. So obviously I will have to go through the documentation again of Volt, how to write a plain old Volt component, and based on that write test. So what is happening, like my assumption is that because of these multiple layers there is some issue. Let's see some code before that. Okay, which code? So this how to played is simple HTML, like this is the existing how to Volt component, and the middleware name etc, this is coming from folio. Middleware is not being used, name is like this is folio. So my thought was to remove the folio dependency and directly create a route which points to how to, and then do the testing, basic testing, whether the rendering is working fine. Hold a second. Sign into chat. Show blade code. Okay. Blade code. Font. Okay. So you can consider this how to file is a hard coded, like it's a static file. Only some PCs are dynamic, like this config app name, but the rest nothing is dynamic, and some route dashboard. So the leaderboard button. That's it. So that is it's like you can consider this as a hard coded blade, like HTML file, very minimal of blade. Let's delete this. How to, is there a changes that we made? Yep, only this one. This is the new test that I have added. Go to test. How to test is here. Namespace test unit Livewire volt. How to test extends test case. Volt test how to, assert C how to play. And the documentation is here. Volt Laravel Volt testing, Laravel Volt testing components. So here I think, yeah, this is, so I am doing only these two. I am not even calling any method, only these two. There is also this $this get. Okay, when testing a page that contains an anonymous volt component, you may use assert C volt method to assert that the component is rendered. Okay, let's try this then. How to assert C volt, and that would be how to assert C volt. Okay, to contain stats. I don't know. To contain name. What is this? How to play, assert C volt, and it's a quote. Name quote. I don't understand this. Go to test. You are missing my comments. WhatsApp call. I'm using my phone camera. All right, let's do a WhatsApp call. That's fine. I have yes, you can call me on my WhatsApp. I'm connected. Let me call you. Hey, I hope the stream is not interrupted because of this call. Okay. Okay, so what you are suggesting is, hold a second. What you are suggesting is pages dot how to. Okay, let's try that. Hey, it passed. Oh, okay, this was the issue. Hmm, all right. So component name is pages dot how to, and this name how to is different. Like file name is fine, but this, what does this mean then? So basically a page options. So mm, from where? This okay, you won't be able to see. So what you are saying is page pages where I can't. So there are two places where I'm using pages dot how to. So this happens when we use a ready-made starter kit where we don't know the whole internals, like what they have done. So pages is not part of folio itself. Pages is something that uh, Josh has added. So now that path, all right. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, okay. Okay, okay. So I think thanks for this. So okay. Ah. So then I am confused between this how to and this ABC. What does, so the line number 6 for in how to dot blade dot php, there is this name how to. Hmm. I think, yeah, public function test component can be seen on get call. So dollar this get and how to slash how to and assert volt what. I'm not so Punyapal is asking why am I not using pest php, because I have not even gone through its documentation once. Hmm. So this get assert c volt. See, this is not doing a autocomplete. Oh, okay. Yeah, now but it worked, but it works. C volt ABC. So in how to ABC is okay. So let's do pages. Let's keep it as is. Pages dot how to, pages dot how to, and then even here pages dot how to. This makes sense. So this is working. How to is working. Now let's go to my score test. So how to is a static thing where it doesn't matter. Like that's why I wanted to start with bare minimum, where we simply test a basic component. Now let's do a little difficult, not difficult actually, but a a step further. Like it is behind a login screen. So herd PHP artisan test hyphen filter equal to my score. My score is a component which is behind the auth. So this my score, but yes, hold a second. My score here. So this is called inside index.php, and index.php is behind the auth attendees. So here a session is being called for some reason to be able to test sessions, so which is fine, which is understandable. So what we can do is, to test my score, we need to have a static data. We need to have some static data where we know that okay, this score of a player who is logged in is, let's say, 16. So we can write a test case, like we can have a data provider saying that this is the score is forever 16 for this player, and we simply test that 16 is being rendered in the my score component, and we can check with the div, like check the structure. Does that make sense? So in this so Punyapal, I haven't shown anything in the screen, so but it's okay, I will try to do it now. So in from volt, this is a volt function, na? Oh, okay, sorry, this is folio. So what is happening is, in index.php there is, the component is empty, and there are sub components like my score. I want to test this. So what I was planning is, right now what I'm planning is, my score test.php will do, instead of just seeing the my score assert C, instead of that we will do a get call to the home page. Yes, dashboard. We'll do a get call to the dashboard, where we'll see assert C volt pages my score. Can you repeat? Sorry. Yes. So what I will do is, My score. Why is okay? Okay, but what name have we given that matters, right? So here, okay, hold a second. Okay, sorry, I recollect. I shouldn't repeat. Okay. So Livewire. So the path of that is use Livewire my score. So here, so directly it will be my score. Okay. It is still throwing some. I don't understand this. To contain my score, is it my hyphen, right? I have added hyphen then. Hold this. Like let me just check. Assert C volt. Assert C volt. I'm using the right dashboard. So all right. Yes, but us. Cert. Okay. No, it is okay. This page doesn't exist. Interesting. No such table. Okay, the migration is required, so we'll do a refresh. Use refresh database. Okay, this will do a migrate fresh, but does it do with seed? I want to do with seed. Refresh database with seed. PHP unit setup file. Okay. With the fact. So no, I want to. So for the test, I need to. I have a development seeder also, and before that I have. Okay, okay. For so basically for this only the data we what we require we can add that, right? Okay. Okay. So for this, so for this we need to do acting as, right, before get. So and that would be I will fetch a user, and this user is actually instead of user I will use attendee. And attendee will be uh, simple attendee factory create, right? Yes. Say okay. Get with get acting. Okay, okay, okay. Understood. Understood. So like this. Mhm. So this session store not set on request. So I've created an attendee. I'm acting as an attendee. I'm doing a plain get request to the home screen, and then an assert OK. So this is in both cases. Yeah, I think it should be slash. So if the attendee is logged in, right, I can confirm that on the slash it will work. On slash it will work, and it should assert OK at least. Yeah, there is a guard. So attendee. In test, okay, yeah, the environment probably is different, so yeah, it's possible. Attendee guard. So this I am pretty sure that auth dot authentication guards, here the default attendees attendees sorry, attendees, but still we are getting session store not set on request. This acting as attendee second parameter guard attendees, and it's still not working. So clearly this has something to do with the not being able to log in. So this acting as is not working, hence the session is not created. Import of test case. Hold a second, I'm trying something. No, no. I think that shouldn't even work actually. Yeah, you were saying you wanted to take a look at how it's so I am using this test case, which is Illuminate Foundation testing test case, base test case. Hmm. clearly, and let's also test dd attendee. Some middleware the recently that we added. Yes, but I think so. When doing get, is there a way to exclude? But it should still not give this, right? So this error. I think this is the first step. This is the Laravel's internal middleware that is throwing this error, and then my all these will come into picture, and also this is valid only for a custom route that I have created, web route, just for one route. Yes, rest everywhere only the that auth middleware is being used. So right. Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Session. Before that, let's try this. Can GPT help us? Meaning? I have the 4O. Should. So this is the Copilot. Agent, you mean? So there is some Copilot agent, you mean? All right. So this is I'm using PHP Storm. Yeah. Yeah. Claude. Okay. So today at least we figured out the render part. Thanks for that. So here we are stuck and it's 10:40. We'll spend more 5-10 minutes if we can solve it. Good. I'll do a Google search now. Session store. Yeah. That's all right. I will do a basic, but I won't look at the results which are 9-year old. Yeah, add the following code in the bootstrap app.php file. Middleware append but here bootstrap app.php middleware redirect to guest, but should this should be inbuilt. So this what they are complaining about, the start session. API I didn't hmm. So is so there we define it like this: auth attendees. But this auth middleware, I have no control over this auth middleware. This is Laravel's own middleware. Exactly. No. So so even when we run this test, it it loads the Laravel framework, and it should get the middleware, right? Look, folio instead of folio volt. Folio, okay. Folio, okay. Index is, yeah. So 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 it's a by default setup. So see how things are structured is: base is Laravel, of course. On top of that, blade component. On top of that is Livewire component. On top of that is Volt component, and on top of Volt, and folio is not a component, it's a structuring of the application. Yes. No, I don't. So I am planning to remove the folio related changes, because we don't need folio. No, exactly. So that is much better. So what is happening right now, for me, also for me, and also for in future, what will happen is, so they will have to, like, directly go to the pages to understand, okay, these are the routes basically, and these are not going to change. Index, how to player, that's it. If at all, we might add one extra page, etc., etc., but these these pages are going to be static for most of this, most of the for this complete game. So where folio is helpful, according to me, is where we want to create multiple routes, and especially dynamic ones. So in that case, I think folio is best. Like, for example, blog, etc., where articles are getting added. So we just a slug create a file name, blade file with that slug name. Hey, thank you, brother. Very insightful, bro. Please see. All right. Yes. Thanks. What should I see? Yeah, I think he wants to show something. Yeah. Sorry for reading the message so late. All right, where was I? So let's take a look at the folio documentation. Folio. So this is the folio. What is it? Laravel folio. There is there a testing? So no, it doesn't have its dedicated. I think I did check that yesterday. It doesn't have its own testing section. Yeah, it doesn't have its own testing section. Middleware. So this you can apply middleware to specific page by invoking middleware function within the pages template, like this exactly. And this yeah. So this is the folio service provider where the views pages is configured by Josh, like middleware slash this star. Yes, I think it's better if we remove folio. Volt. No. So volt I won't remove. No. Okay. From a tooling standpoint, yes, but at least it should run the basic test. Here currently, also I'm not sure if this session store not set on request. Is it because of the folio, or because we are doing something wrong? Because folio itself doesn't have its own testing mechanism or its own brain basically. Folio according to me is just a how we structure our applications, loading the blade files dynamically. That's what it is doing, is according to me. And there are only helper functions that they have exposed, like middleware, what we see in the documentation. It literally has only one function, one this one section, render hooks. It's or everything is related to path. So here in the middleware you can apply middleware to a specific page by invoking the middleware function. Yes, we are doing that. And auth. Middleware auth verified, so we are using the auth one. And or to assign middleware to a group of pages, you may chain the middleware method. All right. Yes. Yeah. Hey. Yes. Hello. 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 Am I audible? All right. Okay. Where was I? I was taking a look at the documentation, how the middleware are being used. So here for path, okay, here in our case there is like all the middleware should be applied to every place. So this is what Josh has configured, that middleware should be applied everywhere. Okay, so here example is that we can have a separate middleware based on path. Auth. Okay, this is verified, we can do this one custom middleware also. That's it, but there is no mention of testing, etc., etc. So what so before we started this stream, I wanted to remove the dependency on folio first and start doing testing, but you at least it was not a definitely not a folio issue or volt issue. It was just me not passing the correct name, component name. So we fixed that, but here now for the related to authentication, we are struggling a bit, for which we need to do more searching. And because folio is new and not everyone is using it so far, so there are not enough search result also, sorry, resources, exactly. So this is how do I disable sessions middleware. So here it's session driver array, but, I don't want to disable, exactly. So this is not related. Searching the web, I found advice on removing start session middleware from the middleware stack. However, when I do that, a 500 error complaining about how there is no session is raised. Okay, so now after removing start session, it is giving the same. This is what the search result matched for us, but I think the issue is completely different. Hmm. So no, we are just stuck. We are so probably we need. Hmm. So okay, let's do like this: user factory create and user pass user. Session store not set on request. So I removed the no from the middleware. Okay, then I think if I remove the middleware, it won't be acting as, right? I think odd.php you are but so I did the opposite. So basically I changed my guard to default guard to web. Hmm. So here what you're suggesting is at 10 in index.php index.blade.php you are asking to remove this and then run. Here session store not set on request And but hold a second, I am I still passing? Yes, I am still passing that. Hmm. Hmm. Probably you are right. Probably Volt Folio is still not for testing, bro. Yeah, but yeah, it's not related to guard clearly. It's something related to the middleware itself. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, app. You mean Folio service provider, right? In middleware, auth attendees. Then, and this we should change it to. Okay, give me a moment. So what we'll do is we'll hard code like for slash we are applying guard over here for slash, right? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, let's do it for everything and remove this from here, and let's verify my.test user. So here should I go back to attendee? Let's see. Yep, still not. Mhm. All right, I think it's time to park this, and probably we'll ask a question in Laracast and see if hmm, okay. Yeah, still the same error. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see first. First we'll explore more. At least I will explore more, and we'll see. I'll take some help, and if there is any issue with folio, probably will raise the issue. Yeah. Even this is the first time for me, and in this project, now that I've realized that folio is for this project, folio doesn't make sense. Like I have discussed why the reason. Like it makes sense for the blogs, etc., where the articles are generated dynamically, and the see from a tooling, you are thinking from a tooling standpoint. So from a no. So you are hmm. Hmm. So yeah, so your voice is not visible to others. So this conversation, everyone will go. For everyone else, it will be a bouncer. Probably we'll do a separate stream where we'll discuss in depth why folio and volt is not required. But I am see everything has a use case, according to me. But we'll discuss that in uh, yeah. Yes. No, not just that. Not just that. So for folio, I know a use case. I have also said it in this stream that for folio, it makes sense where the pages are dynamic. Yes, the flat file structure. For example, the content is being created dynamically. So for example, us let's say an article is getting created, how to use folio is the article name. So when the form is submitted, a file is created like how to create folio.blade.php, and someone access slash how to create folio in their blog, it opens that blade file. So the user use case is there, definitely. That's why it exists. For this game, yes, I agree. For this game is probably an over engineering, and I used it because it came with Fission and there were not many Flux UI starter kit. So I said, okay, it's Folio, how difficult it can be. So it was actually using Folio is not difficult, but when we, like we are saying right now, like it's in terms of maintenance and understanding the code, things are a bit complex. So yeah, we can skip that for now, but for definitely even the Folio has its own use case. Yeah, we'll do that. I will do that. Hmm. Thanks, thanks for the time, and we can do another stream where we'll try to set up this collab thing in Streamlab, and probably we both can show our faces. Yeah. All right. Thanks.